So what we playing, Diggy?
Well, so we are still making our way through all the games in the Game Pass. We are on game 1. 7 Days to Die. What did we do last time, Guff?
Right.
What I'm
So
doing?
yep, yep. Established quite late on in the last couple of episodes. Yep, he is Diggy. So what we were up to, we were chopping some wood, getting some plant fibers. Standard survival stuff. There
Oh, and we
are.
made a house, didn't we? Over here.
Yep. Again, we're on my screen here. This is our house. Great. So this is hour 3. Yeah. Get another hour to play before we decide if we're going to complete this
Yep.
game. So it's
And
the
I think
objective.
the objective for today was to try and at least have fired one gun.
Yeah, let's try
By
and
the
have
end.
fired a gun in the next
So-
hour.
The exciting thing is I've got all the ingredients bar glue. If I can get 2 glue, I can make a gun.
Where's glue?
Knows, man.
Because all them are player houses other than this one. That guy doesn't sell glue in there, does he?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think
Is
so.
he a
Let's go
shop
check.
though?
He is he's a trader guy, but I'm sure I've been in there before. Who knows? Let's see. Wait. Trader. Okay. Right. Let's see. Infantry.
Interestingly, only one person can use this person at the same time. I guess that's kind of like real life though.
I would get a bit confusing.
Realism wins a
Yes.
point.
Right. Right. Nothing from him. I think we just have to go spelunking.
Yep, go and seek our fortune and manifest our own glue.
Yeah.
Have we raided these houses?
We did some of them. I don't think we did
Right.
this caravan type place. The tradesman actually sells the sledgehammer I'm using, but it's 5k.
Alright. That's no good at all, really, is it?
No. I've
So
got 1k though somehow.
Oh, have you? How do you know? Where's your money?
So see when you go into inventory, it actually is right next to the word inventory.
Oh yeah, I've got 800. Yeah, strange.
Oh,
Smoked ribs and pool. We're in here.
I don't think so.
Well, should we party up, or does it really matter at this point?
It does if we're going to do quests, and it meant that's because I was wondering why I don't see you in my map. Let's just do it. Why? Because it means we
Aye.
can find each other and all that.
So as. Although
oh, there's
party,
aye, got you.
tech, and then that's it, right?
Aye.
Right. So I'm outside the
shouldn't-
smoke, ribs and pool bar.
Oh, right, okay. I'll come find you. Wait. Oh, right. We should maybe also say a few things that we talked about last time are actually due to the server that we've joined, as it turns out. We were talking about how hard this game was in terms of damage and stuff, but actually, we've picked a server that is 2 difficulties higher than the default one. So it's maybe on us.
Yeah. We've actually, we've fared not bad in fighting zombies in hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, we have been here.
Oh, really?
There's a quest in here, but I don't know if we checked on those things.
Let me just, the stupidest thing in the world would be that I have glue. Just double check that I don't. Oh, where'd you go? I thought it looked like you fell through there for me.
Well, I did, but I jumped back out.
Oh, I see. Weird optical
You got
illusion
glue.
moment. Where does glue generally hang out? Is there like a store or something? I think we could look for a store.
I would just guess folks' cupboards, and I don't know if it's randomly generated. I mean, we are in a server that is day 247.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm a bit worried that folk have just used all the glue. I don't know if that's how it works.
I know. Yeah. So we discussed that on our first run through of this, where perhaps Oh no, it was that. It was in the first episode where I couldn't find small stones, and I was having a mental breakdown about that. Turned out there was stones all around me, but
And
I was wondering if those stones that had been picked up by these 278-day residers or whatever, if they picked them up, would those stones respawn?
yeah.
Still a valid question, but there was lots of stone for old Guffball, so I'm not getting away with that one.
And the amount of time when we finally found that big rock and you said this is the first rock we've seen, I counted at least 3 that you walked past in episode 2. Hey, listen, they're not that big.
Not that big.
They're actually really big, but we'll get you. We'll let you
They're
do it.
ginormous, but yeah.
Right, I have found a big rock. No, a big hole in the ground.
You remember if you kill... Oh, there's 700 beans. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Right,
Yeah, maybe did.
kill me. Cannot remember what... Oh, the zombies killed me. Yeah, remember when you kill a zombie, check them, because there was zombies that have like 7 doorknobs on them, so it doesn't seem too long a stretch to imagine they might have glue.
Also, some looking at is see when you look at the folk on this server. Look how many kills some of the folk have.
How do you do that?
See if you just go tab and then click on the players button on the right. Look at some
Enemy
of the kills.
kills. Oh my god.
The guy's almost got 3,000 zombie kills. Maybe that's why we can't find him. This guy's going about killing all.
Yeah, maybe the zombies don't come back.
I did notice on the server thing there's like max 300 zombies at one time. But like, they're as far as I'm aware, they're supposed to spawn randomly though. So if somebody goes about killing them all, there's a chance that they'll spawn at us. But I'm like,
really? All 300 of them?
I don't know. But I'm like, folk are talking about how like crazy it is at night time and all that, where zombies just spawn and go nuts, but like it never happens to us. Oh, this zombie's got a first and second name, Tom Clark.
Not really?
Oh, Steed.
Steed.
And also the guys in the server turned off the consequence. Normally you lose all your stuff if you die.
So is there a case to be made that we haven't engaged with this game in a normal fashion? Probably. But the thing is, remember that you can't just join each other in a multiplayer game. You need to go into a server to play the game at all. You're kind of at the mercy of one that you can find that's on and where its rules are. Is that true?
That's what we assume anymore. Anyway, because I can't remember how much we checked to get in a game with each other. But that's what we understood. And if we're wrong, then it must be the game's fault.
Yeah, 0 out of 10.
Right. Thing is, we've checked all these things. So what would be nice is like getting a car and driving somewhere else.
I know.
But we can't do that.
It'd be nice if we could like steal all these other guys.
Buzz's bars, that's what
We've been in there, but I just kept walking down the road. There's shops.
Yeah.
I think I died in the camping gear place.
Right, let's go in there and see if there's anything else. Because camping would have glue. Because what if you have to, like, don't know, glue your tents together or something? You know what I mean? And where's the zombie that killed you?
Behind
there's quite a
the
few.
desk, maybe? Aye.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Hard to tell whether axe or sledgehammer more effective. Probably sledgehammer, actually. Stamina. Get big time new stamina. This is a pickle we're in here. This item needs repairs. Just to
yeah, I get the exact same message. The exact same time. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Is there an act to this? Like... guess when you start shooting them, it might be more fun.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, this item needs repairs.
Oh.
Holy fuck. Well, aye, presumably when you unlock guns, maybe combat becomes more fun, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bottle of acid. Bullets. Scrap boots.
I'll get 2 zombies here.
Almost on 30 of these. Can of chili. Oh man.
Yeah, it's like a police station. Surely they just have guns.
Aye. Let's hope so.
Oh, I could actually maybe repair my sledgehammer rather than just not use it. Right, can I repair this?
How do you repair stuff again?
Inventory and then press A, I think.
What is it that you need to repair
I
stuff?
think if you don't have it, then I think it tells you what you don't have.
Really?
But in a very unclear way.
Yeah, so I couldn't that, I guess. I can repair the sledgehammer.
Hmm. I can't repair my iron one, but I can repair my rock one.
Same. You glue in the police station?
I'm having to break the door down, and the door's got 3,000 health.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, I'm at 1,000.
Out of stamina? What? Give me
The sledgehammer is hard to use, or how good it is, I guess. The balance.
Oh no.
Oh, you're joking. What?
Oh, that's only get 5 on her. Oh no, but that might be the wooden bit. Watch this be the wooden bit and no the glass.
Aye, it's almost certainly. But maybe it opens. Maybe we just had to hit that the whole time.
God.
Oh, it's repaired. Oh,
I'm gonna do a circumference. Have you already done
oh,
a circumference?
I don't have the things for the. I maybe should have. I don't have the requirements to repair my sledgehammer now.
Sake.
No, I should just the back door. Oh, there's an open gate. Oh my god! I'm in.
All these lockers can be searched. Leather duster. Huh?
Help!
Oh, fuck.
Can maybe remind everyone that we're only playing 3 hours of things before we decide if we want to keep playing it or not.
Wait, is that your person got up and is now attacking me?
Oh, maybe. Your guy kept freaking me out last time by just getting up.
Person's quite Sorry, I didn't realise
Vibes.
which such a pickle this was. I was sitting there like looting lockers and stuff. This is a
Aye, I've
heavy
noticed.
pickle.
Aye. Yeah, that makes me think there's something good in there though.
Really?
How big a pickle it is.
Aye. Massive pickle. They're kind of following me.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, that's not bad, that one. It's, I've hit him an amount of times you wouldn't believe, by the way. Oof.
Oh,
Shit.
aye. So we're gonna play each game at least 3 hours, and then we're gonna do a kind of vote on whether either we turn it into a series and play the whole game, or we just review it with those 3 hours because we did not enjoy it. And the idea was that we would try and keep it a secret so folk wouldn't know what our decision is, but I've got a funny feeling folk know. But you never know.
I think so. I think, but
The next 45 minutes
could
could
change your
be
mind.
really good. Good. Imagine there's shotguns and sniper rifles in this police.
Jetpacks, fighter
I was
jets.
about I was about to call it a police store, but that's not what it's called.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing with this game is it was the first game and we got a wee bit ahead of ourselves and thought, do you know what, we'll load it up, see what it's all about before we start recording. And we loaded it up and played for a bit, maybe, what, half an hour, 40 minutes
Yeah,
that first night, and kind of already made our mind up, and a lot of the frustrations they came then, and then we had to do it all again because we were silly and didn't just record our first impressions, but I think we do that moving forward.
Yeah. Thing is, the first episode would have been pretty tame based on how long it took us. Like, the half an hour was literally us trying to work out how to, like, upgrade a box.
Mm-hmm.
So there was logic behind it.
True. Right, the police shop. Medical cabinet, come on.
Yeah.
Nah, everything but glue, honestly.
Well, there's a gun store box in here,
Oh, okay.
but there's a hefty zombie in the way.
Oh, those ones with the masks, are they the... Or is that a mask, or is he just ugly?
Nah,
Right,
he's
okay.
just ugly.
Okay.
Search gun store.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, I've got a baton.
Weapons
Oh,
bag.
but I've got a book that makes me
Oh,
good at
there's two
sniper
guns,
rifles.
pipe rifle and
Oh.
handgun parts. I guess handgun parts isn't really gonna take it anyway. Got reinforced chest.
Working
Pipe.
ovens and grill schematics.
That sounds great. I found a shotgun. Okay.
What?
Structural brace mod, solar cell. Right, I've got two guns, I'll drop you one.
Aye. I'm going to
So,
search the toilet. Got some paper.
did you find some more schematics? Right, how do you drop stuff is a question.
Use D or something.
Okay, so pipe, rifle, coming. D. Did I just pick that up again?
No, I got it. Right, I've got 3 bullets for it, I think.
Yeah, I've got 88 bullets for this.
See, I've got bullets, but I don't think I've got any. Like, it's all
Rifle
for,
ones?
like. Or 9mm, you know? I've got quite a lot of 9mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've
It's
got...
actually
Try
all I've
this
got.
one. Try... that. That
Yeah, I
done it.
wish it told you, unless.
Down bottom right when you come back in out of the menu. And
Hmm?
then I had to reload this, by the way, as well.
Oh, right.
If you equip it, it gives you how much ammo you've got left.
Oh, 3 is like I've got 56. Sorry, it's
Nice.
the 3 is like I think that's like item level or something potentially.
Aye, look at us go now. Right, let's go and find some
Oh,
zombies to fucking ice. Oh, we can't go
is
out that
that
way.
door that we could make? Can you know even unlock it for this side?
Can you know?
No. Actually, let's maybe. Oh, zombies.
Blast them. Aye.
Oh, this is a reloader. Every single bullet.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, forgot to reload. I know, like, games have to, like, folk like starting with nothing, right? But just start me with a gun. Come on,
Yeah, I
you know?
know. I know. I think this was one of those early survival games where it was quite novel to still have to go and get food and stone and build up for absolutely nothing. But I think in this day and age, you've just done that too many times that you would kind of like to just skip to the good stuff.
I think we are in the minority here. Oh, what's this?
Truly
Bone
might.
knife. I'm taking one of them. That's another one of them if you want it. That's a nice wee melee weapon.
Arcade War. Thanks. I mean, the thing is, see now that. Oh, hi, nice.
Cheers.
See now that we have guns,
Mhm.
fulfilled a self-made objective. What do
Yep.
we then need to do another self-made objective? Now we've shot a zombie with a gun. Still got 35 minutes to kill. So it's just that, see this, when you go and grab quests, they just seem a bit strange and like,
Aye, they don't progress in and they just give you stuff. It's fine, but like, where's the motives?
yeah, where's the cores and the planes and stuff? But do you think a lot of this is based around PvP?
Well, this is like this server. Look at the. Let's see if you go back to what we were looking at a minute ago. Look at player kills for the folk on the list. No one's killing each other. I don't, because you can't. We can't even. We couldn't even like shoot each other. You know. So like, yeah. I
So,
was actually reading up like what do you do, and it was kind of filled with folk being like, right, I've set up, I've got a nice base, I've got loads of guns, I'm not really sure what to do now, and everybody was saying, right, just start over but put the difficulty up. So it's just a kind of like you do
oh, what?
just the point of the game, which is like folk, and I don't want to give away what I'm going to be saying at the end, right? But folk obviously like that enough that that's something they do. It just doesn't make sense to me in
No,
my
n-
brain.
no, and me neither. I think, see, when you can really, you can almost feel and see what everything the game's going to give you at some point. Better guns, better clothes, cars, and more building tools to make more elaborate buildings. And it's just like, I don't know. See, when it's just a preposterously giant open world, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how they're supposed to be encouraging like PvP. Why not make it quite small, a server, so that you're always doing PvP? There was a wee bit of a trend back in this kind of game's heyday of just making the worlds ridiculous, basically just to show off that you can.
Yeah.
They're now starting to kind of dial that back a wee bit. You know, like the worlds don't need to be ginormous, but I think this maybe fell prey to let's just make the most preposterously giant open world and fill it with almost nothing in terms of things to do that we'll provide. All that they've done is make almost everything interactable, and you have to build stuff out of it and occasionally kill zombies.
And that's kind of it's something that I think other people like. So like this is very much like well what I mean by this is so see if you think of an actual zombie apocalypse, what would you do? Or what does everyone do? What is like the purpose of life at that point?
Hmm.
Just to survive? You know? You would just scavenge, set up a camp, and then you would maybe recruit folk to help you out and do things, but you have to go and make sure you've got food, make sure you've got water. That's what you do, and this is what this game does. You know, technically, it's just a big sandbox game that lets you do what you would
Survival.
kind of have to do. It's just, yeah, you have to survive, but like for me and you, who kind of, I guess we prefer a narrative of some sort. You know, we prefer something like pushing you along, pushing a story along. We just know the folk for this.
No, and you're right. It is a survival game, and maybe there's a case that on other servers where when you die you lose everything.
Hmm.
That's the that's what the game is. And then see on those 100-player servers where there's players poking out from all angles.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that see now that we've had a taste of this game and we have played it for 3 hours. Say we've only
Hmm.
just picked up, or under 3 hours, we've only just picked up a gun.
Yep.
Only just. And even then, there's limited bullets, and it's going to fucking break on us, right? But there'll be players running about with fucking high-powered rifles and cars and all sorts of shit in those servers, griefing
Hmm.
us, presumably, right? So, not the taste that we've got of this game. That see if we were to engage with the game in the way that it was intended, we'd have to put in fucking like 50 hours, easy.
Yeah.
And it's just fair enough, but it's just not really feasible.
No.
When I don't even know that I'm really enjoying the kind of main thing of it. And everything is so difficult that losing everything upon getting killed by some person with like preposterous gear, the prospect of starting over again would just depress you, would it not?
Yeah. That's where I've watched a few streamers do like the Rust stuff, and it's like, ah, man, it just sounds so annoying. Like folk are logging off and logging back on, and somebody's just destroyed all their stuff. It's like, ah,
While they were out doing stuff. So the game is literally like it's trying to be it's designed to basically be part of your schedule.
aye.
Like
I think they turned on a thing that meant if the person was logged out, it couldn't happen. But it just meant as soon as you logged in, folk were just waiting. And like it's funny watching it happen to someone else. But see, I'm just thinking, see if I've like it was Lemmy, he was doing one and he spent ages making this big structure that he liked to show off. And then he logged back in and folk just started like petrol bombing it and stuff.
right, so we're kind of just running through the pastures here. Is that true? Like we're just kind of
Yeah,
shooting
I
the breeze,
just thought I
nothing really
would.
to do. So why don't we just begin our review of this game, ill qualified as we are to judge this game definitively, but we are going to tell you exactly what this game is, and that is indisputably uh, evidenced in these videos.
Yeah.
Right, so categories then. The 5 categories we're going to review stuff upon is story is the first one.
Yep.
So should I write this down as we go?
Yeah.
And then
Probably.
what we can do is we can take both our ratings for each category and average everything. That
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so review chapter 1 is story or 7 Days to Die. Off you go.
So this one seems a bit hard to review because there just clearly isn't one. Although not that we even covered anyway. So like, can you can you give a game a bad review on story if there was never supposed to be one in the first place? Is my
So
question.
the we kind of had this discussion a little bit on the night before we filmed the first episode of this, and in
Hmm.
each category there's subcategories. Now I'll pull up the conversation because we kind of had it all worked out, and I can't really remember them. But I believe story is also you could underneath that is premise.
Right.
So it doesn't need to be a narrative, but is the premise of the game reviewable?
Fair. Right. And we're doing it out of 5,
Or 10, whatever you want.
10.
What do you think? 5 or 10.
Technically, it doesn't matter because you
I
would
know.
just double whatever you put as for your 5 into, wouldn't you?
Aye. 5's the kind of the unconventional one. 10's the conventional one.
Aye.
Look at us working out a review process
What
as
are
we're
we?
doing it.
Aye, get it in post, man.
Aye.
Right, should
Right,
we
out
be
of 10.
conventional or aye, out of 10.
Aye, out of 10.
Right.
Right, go.
So for premise, I think in theory the premise is actually all right. You're in a zombie apocalypse. You can build things. There's survival mechanics. It's just not my thing, which I've kind of been talking about the last week. Well, so I'm gonna give it, based on premise alone, 6 or 7. I'll give it 7.
7.
Other things will bring it down probably.
Okay, so
But
story and premise for me is one of those things you need to transport yourself back to 2013 when zombies were all the rage. And in fact, this is probably one of the first games to, or it was in the first wave of games to capitalise on zombie trends. So it's quite hard to review in 2022, which is what we're doing.
mhm.
But how much do I like zombies as a thing? It's not my favourite thing. You know, it's not as if this game invented zombies. So I don't
Some
know.
would
I'm
argue
gonna
that they
go.
haven't included zombies.
Some might argue that they haven't included zombies. Would one then argue back that we didn't go into a server that contains zombies? Maybe. Who knows?
Yes.
But I'm gonna go 5. 5 out of 10 for premise or story. Story. So the next category is mechanics. So the mechanics of the game.
I'm gonna say, because right, in terms of the survival stuff, it doesn't do anything overly worse. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. The main stuff, your building stuff, your crafting, your even your combat, is no worse than anything else in the market, I don't think. But certain things are a bit like reminded of the quest failing because we went slightly out of a circle with no warning whatsoever. Does that include mechanics?
Oh yeah, yeah, big
Yeah.
time. Yeah, I mean it is. I think that stems from a mechanic. Questing is a mechanic. They've chosen to make it that way. It's a
Yeah.
mechanic.
And then
Sure.
and then the questing don't really have much in the way of like
Variety.
yeah, and they don't feel like there's any point to them other than a wee bit of reward, but then there's no backstory about why these quests are important. They are just like ticky boxes and then you go and do a wee thing for no reason. I'm gonna say 4 for this.
See, that's even more generous than I would say because see, even though it's running fairly smooth, it looks quite good. See, once you kind of get in the zone, it's fine. Like it's got that kind of old charming Fallout kind of look about it.
Mhm.
So like, but that's a different category is
Yeah.
graphics and stuff like that and how it runs. So I'm having an okay time with how it looks, but see when I actually think about how it the mechanics, you you look down at or do you just look at the entire heads up display here, the entire thing, and you just think that is just not pretty. It's functional and it's fine, but they've just made no effort to make it aesthetically pleasing whatsoever. So then you go in to the menu and it's not aesthetically pleasing either, and you really have to kind of jump through hoops here to craft stuff. It's not very intuitive. I'm sure once you get used to it, you'll be able to kind of shortcut to it like anything else, but it doesn't explain itself properly. And we've spent this whole time in kind of Skyrim deja vu, swinging at people with axes, and that just doesn't work. The gunplay, we've only just got guns, and I don't know, maybe it's a wee bit more exhilarating if you're shooting at players, but shooting, it's not exactly
I
blowing
don't think
the
it's too
roof off the
bad.
place.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but it's nothing great. And going back actually reminded me, see, trying to figure out how to like share a quest
Hmm.
with a party member. That's annoying because you get a quest, and you're in a party. So instead of just sharing that quest, you have to go into the button, press like whatever the quest button is, find it first of all, because I can never remember what it is. They click on it and then ask to share it, and then you have to go in the menus and then accept it. It's just
It's
a few
ridiculous.
things just it bums you out a wee bit.
Not to mention the 25 minutes we must have spent just trying to join the same game and figure that out. It wasn't without its Google consultations to just play this together, two people. So that, picking up rocks, all of that kind of malarkey, yeah, it's all very functional. But is it beautiful? Really in any way, this? No. Not for me. I think it's extremely functional. And I'm sure there is depth to it and enjoyment to be had if it is your cup of tea and you want to spend the amount of time it demands of you. But I'm going to go for 3. You've given it 5, yeah?
Yep. And I also think one thing I should say, every time I'm saying this, I feel bad because it's not like we're reviewing a AAA developer, right? Or whenever I'm going to talk about a small team who are clearly quite passionate in the amount of work they do, they are doing a good job. So I'm never going to say it's like without, like, I'm never going to go and say it's absolute shite, no one should play it. I think if you like zombies and you like survival games, the same tropes that you're going to get with like Minecraft, Valheim, etc., it's probably worth a go. But
It's shite.
That's,
It's
well,
shite. And it's not even out yet. And nobody's playing
well,
it. Look, this place
no,
is
actually,
deserted.
so what I will say, I actually looked this up. Do you know every month they get a peak player count at the same time of 30,000 every month, which to be fair, right, isn't big in the grand scale of things, but there is actually like tens of thousands of people playing this every single month.
Well, that's me putting my place then. Well, it's shite in terms of how my
It's
feelings go.
it's an incredibly shite Guffy and Doogie game,
Yeah, big time.
right? I'll say that.
Yeah.
But you know, there's
Do you know what it is? It's just the time investment. It's just the time investment that's making us talk about all this stuff. See if we were right into the action and we just jumped into a server with 1,000,000 players and you had a gun and you had some armour, there was some zombies, you could build stuff real quick. Sure, that would
yeah,
alleviate all my issues. But see when you have to go around punching grass and picking up rocks and chopping trees in this day and age, it's just one of those games that maybe if you were around to play stuff like Minecraft at the time, if you played Minecraft when it was new, you have done this 1,000,000,000 times.
yeah.
Right?
Also
And
as well, and on you go.
I'm just saying it takes so long to do anything. It took us 3 hours, 2.5 hours to pick up a gun. So
Yep.
just know what you're getting
Otherwise, it
into.
turns out we were right next to a police station. We didn't actually
Okay.
do anything special.
I think we need to reset and go back to the first hour, don't we?
No.
Yeah.
Also, what I will say is, see your the server we've picked has maybe just been an absolute shambles as well, right? Because honestly, the things I read about this game, see on the harder difficulties, zombies should be fucking everywhere, right? See if I do this, there should be about fucking 50 zombies coming. Like, folk are always talking about, and maybe it helped if we could fucking speak German and know what these server tools are telling us. But, like, everyone's saying, like, you make a shot with a gun, especially at night time, and zombies will be sprinting at you because they're faster at night. But we've not seen one at night.
Right, so this is a server problem. Should we
It
go
might
into
be.
another server? Should we just delete all that entire review and just go into another server? That's maybe the question you would ask, but then you would need to pick up rocks and punch plants again.
Aye, and you would have to find a new person to do all these series with.
Because you're not doing it.
Because I'm
Because you're not having this. I know.
No.
No, maybe I think, see for this one, I think we need to put just, see rather than get into like over analysis depth with our 5 categories and all that intellectual stuff, we need to accept that we're not, maybe not this demographic and that makes us ill qualified to review a game such as this. Suffice to say, we're not having so much fun with it. And you're
I think
right,
we
you
can
need to
still.
take into account these developers who are working hard on this. This is beyond the scope of anything old Guffball could accomplish. It's just that there are better games to put some time into, in my opinion.
Yeah, from our like preferences and stuff, it's like I love prawns, right? But some folk don't love prawns. Now I do think that makes them wrong, But it's fine. That's all right. More prawns for me. So, you know,
Yeah, I think that sums it up nicely.
Cool.
Sums it up nicely. So we're actually at 2 hours and 40. And the funny thing is that we've played this for 3 hours, but I'm sure we're going to cut that big rant that we just did. Maybe we'll keep it in where we're saying it's shite and all that. But should we play it for another 20 minutes?
so the idea for this was like we're in a big long stretch of road right now going north, and there must be something up there. You know,
That just simply must be.
there must be. It's a big
Right,
long stretch of
off we
road,
go.
and we're gonna find something,
Okay.
and we can continue the review because I think even though we're not a demographic for this game, we can still, and we probably should still do our full review thing, but just with the caveat of saying it doesn't mean it's bad. It just we
Yeah,
like prawns, and this
ah,
isn't prawns.
yeah, that's
You
exactly
know.
right. And I think that's something that we can use going forward. The prawn meter, like is this prawns or is it no prawns? And this isn't prawns. No, this. Aye. Wait, what? How does that work?
This
What
is
do you
the prawns,
like?
mate.
This is the
I like
prawns.
prawns. Aye, no, this isn't the prawns.
This isn't prawns,
If
right?
this
Okay.
was prawns, I'd be playing it for a lot longer than
Right,
3 hours.
right, okay.
It would be 7 days to die and not 3 hours to pie.
It was very good.
Thank you.
Very good. 3 hours to pie. Cracking.
I need to try and come up with a pun for every game now.
I know. Yeah, like fucking who does that?
Oh, no. I was gonna think of that stupid. Don't know why this came to mind. It was what's it called? That stupid game show where the guy always has a face like something. That's what
Oh
reminded me
yeah,
of that for a minute.
shooting stars. Yeah,
Aye.
with your face like two planets colliding. You've been absolutely right here. There is something.
Look at this big house. Or a big something.
Yeah,
I
looks
would
like a
just
big something.
One thing I would like is to be able to drive a car. But I don't know if you have to make the
Yeah,
car.
I know. Maybe.
It's also funny, we've been in a server with like 7 folk and we have never seen a single person.
I know. That's because the world's ginormous. Now that's a thing, right? There is an argument that we have not engaged with this game in the way that you potentially are supposed to have. But the thing is that I don't feel as if it's my responsibility to
To make sure that we do, aye.
make a game play the way I want it. It's just a game's just a game. You know, it shouldn't. The responsibility shouldn't be put on me for having to curate my own fucking game when I've never played it before.
Yeah, the problem is we've maybe done the wrong thing, but is it our fault that we did the wrong thing when no one tells us how to do the right thing?
Well,
You know?
there is an option for new game, but that didn't really make it so that we could play together. We'd really kind of wanted to play together.
Didn't
Maybe
seem
when it's a
like
new
it
game.
anyway.
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's a new game, it just pies you into this big world. That's it.
And maybe we could have invited each other or something.
I mean, the thing is, it's like, see if you kind of like turn your head a certain way, you're playing Minecraft. See if you can just like imagine that the gun's gone. You're literally playing Minecraft. So, is this? You would need to say that maybe we would review Minecraft in a kind of similar fashion to what we've reviewed this, but potentially it's just that this doesn't let you be as instantly creative, I guess.
Well, either did that, because remember survival mode, you still had to go and collect everything.
True.
But I'm not sure the like the weapon or item degrading was as bad in that. Might be wrong though.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think it was.
And we played that for more than 3 hours.
It's true. Yep.
We played that for a while.
The fact of the matter is that I keep trying to find devil's advocate arguments for why this game is enjoyable, and we keep finding reasons to stick to our guns. It's just no prawns, and I think that's the review of this game. For a game to have a out of 10 number, it needs to be prawns.
Yeah,
What about that?
agreed.
Good. Glad something good came of this game. 15 minutes to go.
So out of interest, just for sake of conversation, what would you have gave it for the rest of the markers if we were doing a review? This means if we change our mind, we can just still
Still plop
do
a
a
number
review.
on it. Yeah, I'd probably give it.
So what was the next category? We've had premise, we've had mechanics. What else? Is it graphics, or was that
It was in
atmosphere or something?
atmosphere. Sorry, mechanics was the third one. Well, what's going
Alright.
on here?
I'm just chucking things
Have you seen what carnage you're leaving in your wake?
But now I can jump a bit and run a bit more freer.
Level design was actually 2.
Right. They don't, like, it's fine. I mean, I think, see, when you look at a town like this, is this a believable town
Sure.
for this? I give.
Sure.
The houses make sense. There's a variety to them. Like this house has got a garage, which is nice, fine. Like, yeah, I think level wise it's fine. It's not, but I think open worlds are quite hard to do level design because quite often it's like big open spaces with like structures and stuff, and it's not going to be very tight. Like it's quite rare for like Elden Ring, for example, did open world, but also did like essentially dungeons within them. You know, I don't think many games have done that so far. Maybe I'm wrong.
Don't think so. It was a
Not to
kind of
the quality of that anyway. So I'm just gonna middle of the road 6.
really,
Yes.
yep, cool. 6 it is then, and I mean it's a sandbox. The thing with this is that they've given you quite a very
Yeah.
adequate
You're
set of
making
tools
the
to make it
levels.
whatever you want it to be. You're
Yeah.
making the levels, so in that regard, it's one of those kind of asterisk. It's all it's maybe not what they've provided because as well as giving you the sandbox, they provided a good, convincing world to run around in that
Yeah.
you can then do whatever you want in. I'm deed, by the way. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe it would be a. It's maybe that would fall under mechanics, but yeah, it's a good sandbox for that if you're into it. You know.
That's really bad that you did because now you have to try and get back to me.
Oh man, is that the final nail? It'll take 12 minutes to do that. Then it was atmosphere.
Why don't we meet in the middle for a nice wee ending?
Okay, let's do that. Atmosphere. I mean, it's fine. Again, it is fine as it most graphically crazy thing ever. But see for how much you realise it's just Minecraft. Like every block is a block of something. Yeah, it's fairly impressive.
Fine.
But emotional response at the end was anger, frustration, impatience,
A bit of boredom. But
bit of
again,
boredom.
that's from people who don't get this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure like we have been trying to make our own fun. We've done quests and stuff. This is again in a server that maybe whatever we shouldn't be playing on, but I mean the only thing that we're missing is shooting players, but we would never ever run into a player because I don't know, the world's too big maybe.
And loads of the worlds were locked as well. That we had to go searching for an unlocked one, really.
That's true.
I'm sure there's plenty that were unlocked, but your chances of getting folk who want strangers in, who are actually populating a server and also have it unlocked, are probably quite slim.
Yeah.
Games like this are quite rampant for like folk coming in and just hacking everything, you know.
Yeah. So
But it's
I kind
also
of
like,
felt the same when I tried Ark. I was just running around, kind of picking stuff up, and I wasn't really too interested in putting the time investment in to that game.
that's good because that's coming up in a few games.
Yeah, and it'll just be probably 3 hours of the same ramblings about these kinds of games. It's not to say they're bad, but they are designed in a curious way.
Hmm.
Like we need this amount of time from you to get to the action. But
Yeah.
no, the action isn't something you can just come in and do. The action is something that you need to earn by smashing together two pieces of. You need to go and get all your wood. You need to go and get all your stone. You need to eat. You need to drink. You need to sleep. It's like, it's just not a game at that point. It's a
Yeah.
fucking investment of time. Like, yeah, we're running around looking in houses looking for guns to find the game in the game, and there's no game to be had. Even see when we're trying to engage with the game, the shooting, the fighting, it's shite. It is. It's boring. But see, the bit that we are not engaging with is the crafting and PVE is probably what people love this game for,
Yeah.
and that's not the game. That's the schedule part of it.
Yep. It's
So
also like we talk about Minecraft a lot, and I'm like, actually, see, when I think about it, we didn't play Minecraft for that long either. We got to a point where I think I vaguely remember, this is like 10, 15 years ago or something, but I remember us playing it for a bit, and our main thing was let's go and find like diamond or something. But as soon as we found a cave that had diamond, I don't ever play that again.
no, 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 no.
Again, that just same issue where like if a game makes us make the fun, we're not very good at that apparently.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. When a game tells you to make your own game out of the game, we're not playing the game.
Yeah. I think if we're going to do things like Arc that's coming up, I think we have to try and go about it a different way so it's not the exact same thing. Maybe just jump in a pure mega PvP server if we can find it and just
Just for a laugh.
do
It is
that.
bigger than like it is a
Yeah,
wee bit more nice looking than this.
yeah. It's
So
probably more popular as well.
probably a wee bit more popular, and there's like animals to capture and stuff like that if we can get there. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's not for us, this one. Pretty
No.
bland kind of game when you measure it by 2022 standards, which is all we've got.
Yep. And
So
if you pick a dodgy server with no zombies outside, it does not provide much entertainment. Like, see, when you read the wiki for this, by the way, it tells you, right, on your first game day, you better get a house sorted out because when nighttime comes, you are fucked. And we have
because of
just
zombies.
we've sat about building a house in the middle of nighttime looking for stones
Yeah, so
and didn't come across a single zombie.
we've played like creative mode, eh?
Yeah. In this mode, zombies are only in houses, it seems. So if you don't go in a house, you're fine.
But the thing is, then presumably, see everything that we've struggled to do. Yeah, sure, there would be zombies, but all that would accomplish is it would slow us down.
Yeah.
In 3 hours, we accomplished building a small house and getting a gun, and that would have taken us 6 hours if there was zombies running about at night and you couldn't move. So
Yeah.
it's even worse from our metrics if you play it
Yeah.
correctly. So I think we move on. First game in the Game Pass. It's a
Yep.
pass.
As a pass.